Well, welcome to this week's edition of Mainly Motorsports, and Ken Minot. I know you always like to check it out, and if I don't look good, you tell me that I look tired. Just so you know, it's 8 o'clock Tuesday night, taping this week's episode, and I've already worked 51 hours starting since Sunday. So if I look a little tired, Ken, that's why. But we're getting through it. There's no stopping the TV show. Just like there's no stopping Tom Brady, Bill Belichick, and the New England Patriots. So you all know, diehard Cowboys fan, have been since I was 8 years old. But, this run that a lot of my friends have got to be a part of over the last 19 years, and the Patriots and everything they do and never cease to amaze. I'm really happy for each and every one of you. And it is an amazing thing to be a fan of the New England Patriots. Tom Brady is phenomenal. The team is phenomenal. Bill Belichick is an amazing coach, and I can admit all of this. Like I said, not a Patriots fan, but how can anybody that is a National Football League fan or a fan of any major sports team or organization or baseball, football, basketball, hockey, how can you not respect what the Patriots have been able to do over the years? And as they prepare to play in Super Bowl 53 against the Rams, it kind of all started back against the Rams many moons ago. And going to be a great game, a great time, just unbelievable. And you always wonder, is this Brady's last one? Is this Brady's last one, And, Tom Brady, Mike Rowe. There's no answer. Don't try to figure it out. Two, goats, so to speak. But going to be a great week as everybody prepares for the Super Bowl. Going to be a lot of Super Bowl parties, a lot of Super Bowl fanfare, a lot of Patriot Super Bowl jerseys out there. And, congratulations to all my friends as they get to be a part of Super Bowl, Patriot Nation, all of that. And, I know there's a lot of you out there, and I respect each and every one of you and value your opinions, even though I don't share them. But good time to be a Patriots fan. But good time to be anything right now, We're less than a month away from Daytona, the Super Bowl, short track racing. We just came off Northeast Motorsports Expo. Racing previews just around the corner, and still plenty of opportunities. The raffle tickets, the GM 602 crate, a lot of you saw it up there. We're going to raffle it off, give it away at the Racing Preview Show, 7 o'clock, February 23rd. It comes with now a dyno sheet, as Steve Benner from S&S Performance, Dave Raleigh, have agreed to dyno the engine at no cost. So when you get it, you'll have a dyno sheet. It'll tell you all the facts and figures you need. That's a $375 value. It's going to come with the engine. Lee Mortensen providing years worth of AMSOIL filters and AMSOIL racing lubricants to put in the engine. If you don't race it, then you don't need a lot. If you race it, you get a lot more. And then we're putting surprise packages together for 3 people that might not win the engine, but will be drawn at Racing Preview. And the only stipulation, to win the engine, you don't need to be there. You've seen me, I make the phone call. You want to win one of the next 3 prizes, you got to be there. The first prize we're going to give away is a 55-gallon drum of Sunoco race fuel. What's that valued? $500, $600, $700? You're there, I give you a certificate. So little benefit and bonus to coming and being a part of the drawing. If you win and if you're there and you get the motor's drawn, you get it, and you take it home with you that night. But if you don't win the motor, you're still eligible for 3 prizes. The first one I'm going to tell you about is the Sunoco race fuel. We're going to work on a few other things, but a drum of Sunoco 110. Like I said, they sell that for $10 a gallon. It's a $500 value all day long. So still plenty of. If you don't win the engine, you get a chance to win 3 other prizes. We did this a few years ago. And took us about 6 people before we gave them all away. So looking forward to that. Racing Preview. Still plenty of tickets left. $20 a piece, 7 for $100, and somebody's going to win GM crate 602, fully dressed. I mean, you saw it up there, and you'll see the pictures here. It's got everything you need to whether you go racing, put it in your street rod, or you sell it and buy a boat, you know, which probably not a bad thing to do. Sell your race engine and buy a boat. But we still got some leftovers this week from the Northeast Motorsports Expo. Caitlin Osborne, wow, she's on it. Traveling to these off-season winter blast enduros on ice and snow and filming and bringing a little bit of race action back to us. And how about the car build up to the Augusta show? I mean, everybody saw us start with a chassis and end up rolling the car out with leaded and ready to go. But if you weren't there, you wonder how it got to that point. You know, we had a lot of help from the Special Olympians. Dream Ride 2019 has really taken off, and next week we'll touch more on some of the gold level, silver level, and bronze level sponsors. So please, if you want to know more, contact me. I'll give you all the information, and pretty affordable way to get behind us and support the Hometown Foundation and the Special Olympics of Maine and New Hampshire. So we're going to take a break. When we come back, I'm going to hear from Bill Quigley over there at New Hampshire Motor Speedway, and you know, they're still plugging away. They lost a race, but that they didn't fold up shop. So they're excited about 2019, and we'll hear what they have to say about 2019 over there at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. So we'll take a break, and we'll be right back here on Mainly Motorsports.
Welcome to LST Landscaping, where we've been providing complete landscape solutions to all of southern Maine since 1969. We specialize in year-round landscape maintenance and snow services, including weekly lawn mowing, seasonal cleanups, sweeping, mulching, and so much more. Many more customizable services are available upon request. Please call our office today at 207-878-1578 or visit our website, lstlandscapinginc.com.
Hi, I'm Scott from Scott's Recreation. We just had the biggest month in our history. Why? We're selling campers at wholesale to the public, even the 2019s. So what did we do? We went out and bought a bunch more. Up to 40% off travel trailers and fifth wheels, up to 35% off toy haulers, up to 30% off motorhomes. You'll never see these prices again. Over 400 campers to choose from, all at wholesale prices.
Scott's Recreation, Route 4 Turner and Route 202 Manchester, Maine.
Ignition won't turn? Wait, don't tow it. It may just be a one key. Hi, I'm Jim Broadhurst, owner of eKeys for Cars of Saco. At eKeys for Cars, we'll diagnose your problem over the phone and give you a firm quote. No bait and switch here. Whenever or wherever you're stuck, eKeys for Cars will come to you. Call eKeys for Cars in Saco, the fast, affordable fix for your car key and lock needs.
Mainly Motorsports, brought to you by LKQ Core. Any part, any repair, anywhere. Located on Route 202 in Gorham.
Wiscasset Speedway, Maine's biggest and fastest, with $5 admission every weekend and loads of family fun. Check us out at wiscassetspeedway.com.
Bentley Saloon, Route 1 in Arundel. Stop by and see why me and my friends say, who has more fun than us? We do.
Welcome back to Mainly Motorsports, and we're here live at the Northeast Motorsports Expo in Augusta with no other than Bill Quigley from New Hampshire Motor Speedway.
Lucky to be here.
Oh, yeah. A lot of exciting things coming up this racing season in 2019. First of all, as you've displayed here, you've got the Legends cars coming back to New Hampshire as always. So talk to us a little bit about them.
Absolutely. You know, it's all the Legends is a part of SMI, and it's great to have the Legends car here with the new motor. You know, and as you can see throughout the day, the number of kids that are getting in these small cars, they just identify with it immediately.
And it's so cool, like I was watching yesterday too, kids in and out of it, they love it. And one thing that's cool about these cars too is, you know, they have the little doors, so no climbing in and out either. So it's really cool to get the kids involved in all the displays here at the Northeast Motorsports Expo too.
100%. You know, Steve does a great job of getting a lot of people here, especially the families, and Saturday's one of those great big days for a family. Obviously, we're already rooting for the Patriots tomorrow, so, you know, we're all kind of just trying to get in our racing, and before you know it, remember, in 4 weeks, you know, we'll be in Florida for Speed Week, because, you know, the K&N series will open up on the 9th.
Yeah, NASCAR season just around the corner, and as you see behind us, Foxwoods 301 coming up in July again. Huge race weekend, NASCAR coming back. There were big changes last year with just the July race, but went really well, fans everywhere. So talk to us a little bit about the Foxwoods 301 and that race weekend coming up in July.
You know, the Foxwoods Resort Casino 301, it's a great partner of ours. You know, last year we had a little bit of rain, but those really hardy fans that stuck it out saw a phenomenal race with 4 laps to go. You know, Kevin Harvick, you know, gave Kyle Busch a little love tap, you know, and ended up winning the race. But, you know, those fans that stuck it out were treated to a phenomenal day. Saturday was spectacular with 3 races, obviously, with the modifieds, K&N, and then, of course, the Xfinity race. You know, and then we actually did a little more than that. In September, we brought that full throttle fall weekend, which for the short track fan, if you missed that, the Muscat 250, it was absolutely insane. 250 laps of modifieds, $25,000 of lap money, the largest purse ever in the history. And on the last lap, the lead was changed literally with less than a quarter of a mile to go. Those guys raced hard, and when we opened up all the gates that weekend, all of the fans poured into the garage. And one of the most exciting points about it was all the fans with all the teams, with all the drivers up in the garages. It was a blast.
Yeah, modifieds are synonymous with New England in general, and like I feel like NASCAR weekends too, like people are like most excited almost about the modified racing. So all these close racing, lead changes every single lap, every single turn. Always have to keep your eyes glued on the competitors. And one thing that's really cool about the 301 weekend too is that Ryan Newman always comes and competes in that race too, which people love to see a driver from, you know, the Cup Series competing on in that level as well.
100%. You've got so many of those drivers at the Cup level that really just want to compete in Legends, or if they want to come down and compete, you know, with the modifieds. They really love that type of thing, and I think that's what they really appreciate when they come to New England. You know, when you look at the crowd of Mainely Motorsports, these are real race fans. You know, they've got a history in the sport, and they absolutely love being down there for all of the races, you know, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. One of the new things we're going to do this year as well, you know, we'll start it off with Motorcycle Week. We decided last year to build a quarter-of-a-mile dirt track. That was built before we put the Speedway to bed in December. An American flat track racing, you know, which is going to be coming on the Saturday of Motorcycle Week, which is June 15th. It's going to be a brand new event. So look for some really interesting things. Our GM, David McGrath, is totally committed to racing from kids all the way through Cup, and we're bringing some interesting things to the Speedway. So, you know, go to your short tracks, have fun with your seasonal racing, come out for the national sports racing. I mean, we are, you know, the home of racing. We are NASCAR New England style when we get to New Hampshire because, you know, it's all exciting.
Absolutely, without a doubt, you can catch like NASCAR Cup Series, you can catch Legend cars, you can catch Modified, you can catch basically anything that you can in New Hampshire. So like you said, it's the epicenter for racing of New England, something for everyone in New England to be really proud of. And one thing that was really cool is that people were worried about the elimination of the September race last year, and you know what? You made it even bigger and better with bringing more touring series in. So how did it feel to see like the success of that race weekend and just the competitiveness of the drivers that race weekend as well?
You know, it's been fun. You know, what's been really fun is that we joked about it. It was last year, we call it, you know, our marketing manager, Danielle Sear, was the Danielle and Bill Making Friends Tour of 2018. We really went out and we really connected with the drivers. We connected with the series directors. We spent a lot of time at short tracks all over New England. Danielle and I were literally at New Smyrna. Then I was at Myrtle Beach. Danielle went up to Toronto. I was at GP3R. So we're connecting with all kinds of new series. And if you really sit to get to know those drivers, get to know those teams, the amount of passion that is in those, because some of those guys that come down from Pinty's or Whalen Modified, you know, the NASCAR Pinty's series or the Whalen Modifieds or even the NASCAR K&N series, you know, some of those are part-time crews and they're given their teams and, you know, their families, and you start riding on ferries when you go to Riverhead with them, and you really get the stories. You know, we talk about the racing, but the real fun and the real richness behind this sport is the generational support and also the families that are involved. Even being here at the show, you talk about grandparents and talking about grandkids and mothers and sons, and whether they're racing street stocks or pro stocks or limiteds. You know, it's all doing the same thing. They're all out here for the passion of the sport. They're all out here to have fun with it. So support it at all levels. Come down and have fun with us. Have fun at your local short track, and we'll get to see you all summer.
You're the resident fun guy here. It's all about fun. It's all about making memories with families, and people will hopefully continue doing that for years to come at New Hampshire Motor Speedway.
We certainly hope so. And don't forget also the Loudon Road Race Series, which is 7 weekends of motorcycle racing. It's the largest motorcycle racing series in the United States. These guys put it all on the line. But yes, All we can do is make people smile. That's what our team loves to do. If you have any questions, don't ever hesitate to visit nhms.com or give us a call right at the Speedway.
Like you said, a lot of exciting things coming up in 2019, and we're looking forward to attending these events coming up.
We'll see you then.
Thank you, Bill.
Thanks.
Hi, I'm Sean Moody. We take pride in our facilities, and at Moody's, it's what's inside that matters. We believe it's more than just the exterior looking good, it's what's inside that matters. Restoring the structure of your vehicle the factory specs is critical to your safety. I'm proud of our Moody's coworker owners who understand the importance of protecting your valuable asset. And we all know what our most valuable asset is. It's what's inside that matters.
For a trusted name in residential and commercial site work in the southern Maine area, call Peter Pettit Excavating. We can handle everything from the complete house lot to those nasty water and sewer line repairs. Septic systems are another area that we specialize in. During the snow season, Pettit Excavating has the equipment to handle any size job.
And when the race season arrives, be sure to follow the number 7 Hewitt's Family Restaurant Chevrolet on the past Super Late Model Tour.
Call 207-282-9305 to get the job done right. That's Peter Pettit Excavating.
Don't deal with just anybody to seal coat your driveway or business this season. Call Black Magic. They bring over 20 years of experience in seal coating and crack filling. Black Magic's skilled team makes sure the job is always done right, on schedule with quality workmanship at a fair price. Protect your investment in your driveway by getting it sealed with Black Magic.
Ooh, Black Magic.
My name is Scott. This is Devin. We're the owners of Black Magic Seal Coating. Let us earn your business today. You'll be glad you did.
Patman's Redemption and Agency Liquor Store is located at 95 Tanberg Trail in Windham, Maine. With over 400 feet of hard liquor and 15 doors of ice-cold beer and soda, Patman's can handle all of your beverage needs. And if it's wine on your agenda, we have over 300 varieties in stock. Then when the party's over, Patman's can handle all of your Maine returnables, and we welcome all bottle drives. And if you're late for the race, drop off the bottles and pick up the cash at your convenience.
Hey, this is Pat Man himself, just letting you know that Pat Man's is your one-stop shop for all your thirsty needs.
Welcome back to Mainely Motorsports, and one of the, what I call the big attractions up there at the Northeast Motorsports Expo, as well as some of the racetracks throughout New England, and in particular Wiscasset at the Summerfest celebration, is the Maine Vintage Race Car Association Mobile Museum. And they've had a lot of changes in that organization over the last year or so for the positive. A lot of fresh young blood, a lot of new ideas. And when you hear this interview and see this interview, this really tells you the tale, as you have old school, old generation Bruce Elder with new school, new generation Andy Austin, you know, really working together and trying to come up with that common thing and blend old ideas with new ideas and some of the different things that they do. And I'm really excited about the organization and where they're going in 2019 and beyond. They got a lot of new support, a lot of good people getting involved, particularly Dan Walker, Sue Walker. I mean, big helpers to me at my off-season shows. Dan, you know, still makes his occasional appearances here on Mainly Motorsports. So really excited about that. They had a great time up at Augusta. They raised some money as they, you know, do what they do to keep and preserve the history of the sport of short track racing right here in the state of Maine. And really excited about their upcoming banquet. You know, some great names going to be involved there, going in as inductees for 2019. The class of 2019 will be there. You know, go to their website, go to their Facebook page, inquire, ask away, get your tickets, and be involved. It's one of those things that you will enjoy it, just to seeing the names and the history and the people that are there. So hope you enjoy what Andy and Bruce had to say. You know, Amy did a great job up there. She's getting way more comfortable, a lot more excited, and becoming more and more involved with Mainly Motorsports and just showing a different angle. So really excited, and thank you to her. But let's hear what Bruce and Andy have to say as they move forward with the Maine Vintage Race Car Association.
Hi, and welcome back to Mainly Motorsports, and we're back again at the Northeast Motorsports Expo. I'm here with the infamous Andy Austin over to my left here, and then Mr. Bruce Elder, who we've all come to love.
He gets Mr. and I get infamous.
Well, you know. And on display here you have the mobile Hall of Fame Museum, or the Maine Motorsports Mobile Museum, sorry.
Yeah, no.
A lot of racing memories behind us. Can one of you, whichever you'd like, tell us a little bit more about the Mobile Museum, where you visit besides these expos, and where fans can catch it in 2019 and for years to come?
Well, the Mobile Museum came around a number of years ago, and it really is a great way to give the casual race fan a background on if they just started going to races 4 or 5 years ago, and where did this come from, who built the sport. I mean, you walk through and it changes from year to year, and you can really get a lot of history, about 40 to 50 years, and probably a good 10-minute walk, I'd say, Bruce.
Absolutely. Right. Yeah, it is. It's a kind of a rolling history of racing in Maine. I think we've tried hard to cover the entire state. Every track is represented, and a lot of tracks that no longer exist, unfortunately. We've tried to recognize what we've called the foundation builders of racing with the Hall of Fame, and I think that's gone very well. Another one coming up in the spring right here at the Civic Center. So we're excited, and a tremendous turnout today, and tremendous traffic through the Mobile Museum, and it's just been kind of like old home days for people in racing, for sure.
And speaking of the Hall of Fame, which you just mentioned, that's coming up in the next coming months, and we have a lot of really great names that are going to be inducted into that Hall of Fame. We've got Ricky Craven, we've got Dickie Fowler, who's actually sitting right across from us right now, and just a bunch of these names that people have come to know for like years, and people that have passed on their craft to generations as well. So from each of you, like, how do you feel about this year's class of Hall of Famers?
This year's class is amazing. I mean, we have someone with nationally recognized talent like Ricky Craven with 2 Monster Energy Cup wins, I guess they call it now. But I'm really impressed to see the outpouring of support for Lomar Pelletier, reaching into the drag racing community, and he is a Hall of Famer and has just generated so much interest. And, last year we had our snowmobile racer in, and really getting the idea that it's the Maine Motorsports Hall of Fame. So you don't necessarily have to turn left to get in, but I mean, most people have. But we have, all different forms of motorsports, and Lomar's a great example of that.
Absolutely. Another engine builder, Bob Bailey, one of the most highly respected engine builders ever out of the state of Maine, going in. Also, Dale Chadbourne from the Wiscasset area, another inductee. Billy Clark, who pretty outstanding here in the state and on the former Bush North series. So it's quite a nice cross-section of people, various tracks represented. So we're looking forward to it. It's always a great time. I know you've been there, and it's kind of something you just shouldn't miss if you're really a race fan or been involved in racing. It's something to make the weekend, I think, of April 13th right here at the Augusta Civic Center. So somebody ought to put that on their calendars right away.
I feel like as a first-time person to that, I went for the first time last year. Like, it's just incredible. If you haven't, I've been a racing fan for still like probably 20 years of my 25 years of life, but still as someone who is kind of new to the Maine racing scene, it's really cool to just hear their stories, and it's just a really awesome thing. It's just a really great event, a really great way to support these Hall of Famers, support what you guys have going on. So for anybody who hasn't visited this mobile museum here behind us as well, like, what if you two had like a favorite part about this museum or something that's here that you're like, oh, this is really cool, what would it be?
It changes from year to year, whether it's whether it's Kelly Moore's driver uniform, whether it's a special helmet, or just a video history. Watching the old videos is so cool. They were taking on 8mm film, and watching videos from the 40s and the 50s, and it goes right up and through today too. And that's what I love about the Mobile Museum, is it changes every single year. John Pettengill does an amazing job, and some of our historians, worked really hard this year. So if you checked out the Mobile Museum at Summerfest last year or at any of our events, this year it's different. Come on by.
And Summerfest, as he mentioned, is at Wiscasset now. So for you, Bruce, like as Andy, is there one thing that's in here that you're just like, wow, this is really cool that we have that? And can you tell us a little bit more about Summerfest as well?
Well, as you know, it had been at Beech Ridge for a number of years, and last year we moved it to Wiscasset, and just had a tremendous debut there. The folks there have just been very welcoming, and going to be back there this year. It happens to coincide with their 50th anniversary. That'll be on a Saturday night with the last weekend in July, with the next day being our Summerfest event. So we're kind of doubling up. It's going to be a great weekend, and hope to make people realize this is a statewide organization. I think early on there was a real foundation built in southern Maine, but we're certainly open to moving it around, trying to make it statewide. And as Andy said, it's not just circle track racing, but it's all motorsports, and eager to bring in more people. We understand a lot of drag races now. This will be the second drag racer coming in with Lomar, and we think that's attracting a lot of people from that aspect of racing.
Yeah, and to end on a note, we've talked a lot about people getting involved with the Maine Vintage Race Car Association, trying to get more people to come to the meetings and stuff. So how can one person become involved with the organization as well?
The great way to preserve the history that the forefathers of this sport built is by becoming a member. And whether you're a board member, be as involved, or as if you've got a really busy life, just become a member. It helps. It's less than $2 a month for an individual membership. You can become a couple membership for $25 a year. Individual membership, that hasn't changed for a number of years. We're still at $20, and we really, really appreciate your support. We can't do this without you. MaineVintageRaceCarAssociation.com for the application, or just see us at one of our events.
Definitely, like Andy said, it's cheap. Everyone likes a cost-effective way to get involved with the racing world. So this is a perfect way to do it. Soak in some history along the way, and get involved. Come down and see us at any of the expos that they visit, and take a look through history and racing in Maine. So thank you guys for joining us this weekend, and we look forward to seeing you at many Mainely Motorsports events to come.
All right, thank you very much, Amy.
Thank you.
Football fans, have we got a deal for you? VIP Tour and Charter Bus Company is offering round-trip transportation to Gillette Stadium to watch the New England Patriots make another run for the Super Bowl. Ride in style knowing we're doing the driving. So if you've got a ticket, we've got your ride. It doesn't get any better than that. Just log on to VIPChartercoaches.com, click on the Browse Book Tour button, and book your trip today. It's that simple. Relax and leave the driving to us, and we'll leave the tailgating to you.
Hi, I'm Scott from Scott Recreation. We just had the biggest month in our history. Why? We're selling campers at wholesale to the public, even the 2019s. So what did we do? We went out and bought a bunch more. Up to 40% off travel trailers and fifth wheels, up to 35% off toy haulers, up to 30% off motorhomes. You'll never see these prices again. Over 400 campers to choose from, all at wholesale prices.
Scott's Recreation, Route 4 Turner and Route 202 Manchester, Maine.
Hi, I'm Johnny Wolf. Here at 21st Century Motors, we've been in business since 1972 and we take pride in our work. We have a large selection of pre-owned vehicles that are clean and ready. I personally drive and state inspect every vehicle we sell. We're experts at getting your car financed, whether you have good, bad, or no credit. We purchase vehicles several times a week, so there's always plenty to choose from. Come on in and make a deal today at 21st Century Motors in Gorham or online at 21stcenturymaine.com.
Mainly Motorsports, brought to you by
Scotch Recreation. Whether you're thinking about your first camper or looking to upgrade your current one, Scotch Recreation can help you. Get both our Route 202 Manchester and our Route 4 Turner locations, and online at scotchrecreation.com.
Well, if you traveled up to the Northeast Motorsports Expo, you see some great displays. You saw some really, really, by far the best display since my 10 years of ownership of that show. By all the tracks and tours and organizations. Peter Prescott, missed him dearly of being there, but once again, Adam Ross and the entire team over there at Team EJP and PEP Classic Car Company, phenomenal display in what they do, and Reed Lamford's race car right there as you walked in the door. But everybody talked about the car build. Who's going to build a super late model at a show? How are you going to get it done? Do you got time to get it done? And then when you incorporate different teams, so they're not working on a car that they've usually worked on, and then you bring in some Special Olympian athletes and give them the opportunity. These guys aren't mechanics by day, racers by night. They're just young men and women that just looking to play a part in the world. And we gave them that opportunity for a weekend, whether it be a half hour, hour, 2 hours, they were a part of it. And we had 17 hours to do it. We got it done, and start to finish, and rolled it out of there, numbers on it, and some sponsors, and ready to go. So enjoy this little time lapse that Dave Stewart put together, and watch it from start to finish. And I'm going to do it in a few minutes, but it took a little longer than that. So enjoy this here on Mainely Motorsports.
Hi, I'm Sean Moody. We take pride in our facilities, and at Moody's, it's what's inside that matters. We believe it's more than just the exterior looking good, it's what's inside that matters. Restoring the structure of your vehicle to factory specs is critical to your safety. I'm proud of our Moody's coworker owners who understand the importance of protecting a valuable asset. And we all know what our most valuable asset is. It's what's inside that matters.
Servicing differentials is virtually impossible. The confined space makes fill holes difficult to reach, and industry-standard conical bottles are rigid and hard to squeeze. That combination makes for a messy job. Plus, you can't get all of the gear lube out of the bottle, so you have to buy more than you need to complete the job. And engineering your own solution only results in disaster. Not anymore. Introducing the new AMSOIL Easy Pack. Easily access hard-to-service differentials. Easily squeeze out all of the contents. And easily stay clean while you do it. No more leftover fluid or inconvenient rigid bottles. No more trouble reaching difficult fill holes. No more mess. AMSOIL Severe Gear in the new Easy Pack. The solution to all your problems.
Another first from AMSOIL. For a stocking dealer nearest you, call toll-free 877-761-8375 or visit fourseasonsynthetic.com.
Hi, I'm Andy Austin with exciting news about a new division of Beech Ridge Motor Speedway designed to bring new people to weekly racing. Here's series founder Dan Wolf.
Thanks, Andy. Our goal was to create cheap, easy-to-build race cars. Bone stock production cars with a simple 4-point roll cage and proper safety equipment.
We've named them the 21st Century Motors Street Devils. Our 2017 rulebook and schedule are available at beechridge.com and at Street Devils Racing on Facebook.
The future of auto racing has always been street car divisions because of the low cost.
Some folks are building cars and sharing the driving duties. There's even an all-star car to allow celebrities to try out the Street Devil and a 2-seat driver's ed car so you can take a few laps.
Get information about our mentor program, low-cost safety equipment, roll cage kits, and videos on how to build one at Street Devils Racing on Facebook.
So, form a team, build a car, and come join us this summer as we kick off the 21st Century Motors Street Devil division at Beech Ridge Motor Speedway.
Well, welcome back to Mainely Motorsports. And that was pretty cool, huh? The car's going to be racing on a track somewhere near you very soon. So Dream Ride 2019 is alive and well, and keep us in mind. And if you're looking to get involved and help out a charitable organization like the Hometown Foundation or the Special Olympics of Maine and New Hampshire. Amy loves Beech Ridge. She loves her Beech Ridge drivers, and she caught up with a few up there at Augusta, and she loves to find out what they got going on, what the plans are, and she's got a lot more drivers lined up to be coming in the studio and prepare and talk about their 2019 season and recap their 2018 season as well as career. So let Amy have her due, and she found her Beech Ridge guys. All right, enjoy what they had to say about whatever they had to say.
Hi, and welcome back to Mainly Motorsports, and we're here with pretty much every driver here besides Josh, who's somehow missing right now, at the Beech Ridge booth at the Northeast Motorsports Expo. A lot of changes coming to Beech Ridge, and 2019 kind of starts off with the elimination of past races at the track this upcoming season, but a lot of races added to the schedule for Saturday nights. So starting out with Brandon and Dan over here to my left. So how do you feel about the elimination of past races, but that added schedule of races in 2019?
I think it's not going to be that much of a big deal. The more weekly races that we have, I think that'll be good for the fans and the cars alike, and the open shows will still have chances to go if that's what we want to do, like I'm sure Brandon will be doing.
Right. It's bumming out that we can't run 150 laps of Beech Ridge and pass, but it'll I think it'll be okay, really.
How does it feel, like, we're only here in January right now, and how does it feel for all of you, you already have your car, like, ready for the season. How does it feel to, just be kind of, like, be able to not really sit back, but just kind of, chill here, go to Portland, chill there, too, and, feel, like, more assured that, like, everything is ready for race season as well?
Well, I mean, it's definitely a good feeling knowing that you're already kind of ahead of the curve or whatever, but Dan, as well as anybody else, knows that we still have other cars that we got to get ready. Dave Charest is, part of our team, and we got to get his ready. Dan's got a whole fleet of Thursday and other drivers' cars that he's got to help out too. So, although that we're ready, we're still helping anybody else out that we can and getting everybody ready for the season so that we all have a good time.
And you too, Jeff. Like you have your car all prettied up, which, as we know, you're competing on Thursday nights, so different night than these other drivers. So how excited are you to get this thing on the track coming up in 2019 and have it on display here this weekend as well?
I'm really excited to get on the track. It's first time for me. As these, like these guys, the work never ends. It looks like it's done, but it's far from being done. There's plenty of work still left to do.
Yeah, and out of all of you, what are you most excited for coming up in this 2019 season? Like a certain race that kind of stands out to you, or a certain race weekend that you always look forward to attending or competing in as well?
For me, it's just all about the competition. Trying to go out and match up our skills with everybody else and have as much fun as we can.
Yeah, same with me. Just as long as I can be competitive and race against everybody, and every race I look forward to.
Yeah, without sounding repetitive, obviously we want to run up front. We want to do good. We want to do good for our sponsors and good for the whole crew and everything. But I think with the elimination of all touring series and things like that, Beechridge has stepped up and given us all extra longer races. I think we all have 4 50-lap races. They stepped up and did the 71-lap race this year too for each division at some point for 71 seasons that the track has been open. For me, the 100-lapper is obviously pretty special to me. It was their first win I got in the series, and it'd be kind of cool to do that again and just carry through the season, hopefully be competitive and just run for that top spot of the championship.
And then you, Jeff, coming into the first season, what are you looking forward to? What are you looking forward to learning from your competitors in 2019?
Oh, absolutely. I've already had some help from some people. It's going to be a learning curve. Definitely excited. Like Charlie said, it's all about representing your sponsors and the people that help you behind the scenes as well.
Yeah, a lot of things exciting coming to Beechridge in 2019. So as you see here, all these drivers, all these cars, Beechridge well represented at this show. Sure will be well represented in Portland, as that's going to be your home show for everyone. So looking forward to seeing how Brendan Barker, Dan McKeag, Charlie Sanborn, and Jeff Martell do in the 2019 season. So thank you all for being here.
Welcome to LST Landscaping, where we've been providing complete landscape solutions to all of southern Maine since 1969. We specialize in year-round landscape maintenance and snow services, including weekly lawn mowing, seasonal cleanups, sweeping, mulching, and so much more. Many more customizable services are available upon request. Please call our office today at 207-878-1578 or visit our website, lstlandscapinginc.com.
Ignition won't turn? Wait, don't tow it. It may just be a one key. Hi, I'm Jim Broadhurst, owner of eKeys for Cars of Saco. At eKeys for Cars, we'll diagnose your problem over the phone and give you a firm quote. No bait and switch here. Whenever or wherever you're stuck, eKeys for Cars will come to you. Call eKeys for Cars in Saco, the fast, affordable fix for your car key and lock needs.
eKeys, they raise the bar. eKeys for Cars.
Hi, I'm Johnny Wolf. Here at 21st Century Motors, we've been in business since 1972 and we take pride in our work. We have a large selection of pre-owned vehicles that are clean and ready. I personally drive and state inspect every vehicle we sell. We're experts at getting your car financed, whether you have good, bad, or no credit. We purchase vehicles several times a week, so there's always plenty to choose from. Come on in and make a deal today at 21st Century Motors in Gorham or online at 21stcenturymaine.com.
Mainely Motorsports, brought to you by
Four Seasons Synthetic. See them for all your AMSOIL product needs.
Welcome to Mainly Motorsports.
To order a copy of this show, send a check or money order for $15, including shipping and handling, to Mainely Motorsports, 2 Main Street, Suite 17-103, Biddeford, Maine, 04005. And please add the show number in the description of the show.
Once again, thank you to Caitlin Osborne as she goes out and braves the frigid temperatures to bring you some enduro racing action. And this one's from Speedway 51. 100 and I think Louis said 140 or 50 cars. Louis did well. He lasted 7 laps, but like 140 something cars. So that's crazy on a little quarter-mile track. So if you were there, you know how much fun it was. If you weren't there, you're going to see how much fun it was. So thank you to Caitlin Osborne, and enjoy this highlights from Speedway 51.
Like a tank. He won the North Country Family Restaurant's Best Dressed Vehicle Award. Congratulations to him. Mayhem all over this speedway, ladies and gentlemen. If you've never seen one of these, this is the craziest thing you'll ever see. A demolition derby in a circle, pretty much. Big traffic jam in turn 1 and 2. New York City at rush hour. Ambulance picking his way through. I hope the little girl taking out the door doesn't get hurt. Everybody all bunched up, trying to find their way through. Try to help him around. The D-Wolf 826, he's got going again. 719 is going. He's going to just go with the flow of traffic. He gets headed in the right direction. The Dalmatians out there in the middle of everything. The 7.3 Rambling. They made a few laps so far. I don't know how. Oh no, the 63 is facing the wrong way. He gets going again. Goodbye. Sideways coming out of turn 4. Got spun around. Whoa! Wagon. Bouncing off everything at the front stretch, but he's still got it going. Still chucking through the snow. Trying to make a trail through here. From Dover, New Hampshire. Congratulations, Phil. Man, the beer bar's not open. You come up and fly us around. All right. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. We certainly appreciate you coming to Speedway 51. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah. No, beginning to fly out. Turn 78, he's still rolling. The ambulance looking for running rough. He makes it through. moment. Ambulance tries to pick up the pace. No, flying in turn 3.
Hi, I'm Andy Austin with exciting news about a new division of Beech Ridge Motor Speedway designed to bring new people to weekly racing. Here's series founder Dan Wolf.
Thanks, Andy. Our goal was to create cheap, easy-to-build race cars. Bone stock production cars with a simple 4-point roll cage and proper safety equipment.
We've named them the 21st Century Motors Street Devils. Our 2017 rulebook and schedule are available at beechridge.com and at Street Devils Racing on Facebook.
The future of auto racing has always been street car divisions because of the low cost.
Some folks are building cars and sharing the driving duties. There's even an all-star car to allow celebrities to try out the Street Devil and a 2-seat driver's ed car so you can take a few laps.
Get information about our mentor program, low-cost safety equipment, roll cage kits, and videos on how to build one at Street Devils Racing on Facebook.
So, form a team, build a car, and come join us this summer as we kick off the 21st Century Motors Street Devil Division at Beech Ridge Motor Speedway.
Football fans, have we got a deal for you? VIP Tour and Charter Bus Company is offering round-trip transportation to Gillette Stadium to watch the New England Patriots make another run for the Super Bowl. Ride in style knowing we're doing the driving. So if you've got a ticket, we've got your ride. It doesn't get any better than that. Just log on to VIPChartercoaches.com, click on the Browse Book Tour button, and book your trip today. It's that simple. Relax and leave the driving to us, and we'll leave the tailgating to you.
Welcome back to this week's edition of Mainly Motorsports. As we wrap it up, still got some things I want to talk about down the road about the Northeast Motorsports Expo. Race season just around the corner. Some big things we're going to have going on. Mainly Motorsports, Bizzuto's Inc., Special Olympics of Maine, a day at the Portland Sea Dogs once again. Bentley's, the All Areas Car Show, usually the first Wednesday in June. We'll get that date together. Car 32, Corey LaJoy at Bentley's. Huge night. Going to be a huge night this year with Corey LaJoy coming back to up here in Maine. And, yeah, just a huge night there. So we'll mark your calendars for that. Before that, we got Racing Preview. February 22nd, 23rd, we give the motor away, your opportunity to win a GM 602 crate for cheap money. The show, got a lot of vendors coming, a lot of racetracks. Wow. That's all I can say is wow. Everybody's ready this year. Everybody is geared up. You saw it if you went to Augusta, fullest that place ever been. More race cars, more race vehicles, more tracks, tours, and organization that's ever been there. Portland's going to be no different. So mark your calendars, February 22nd and 23rd. Racing Preview 2019, brought to you by LST Landscaping. They've really helped and step up and really promote that event, and look forward to once again working with them for this year's event. Thank you for everybody that pitched in and did what they did up to Augusta. Great time. I've heard nothing but positive comments. Really excited. Got a lot of good things happening. Got a lot of new sponsors. Want to welcome Weir's GMC and Fisher Snowplows. You've seen them going on. Welcome them to Mainly Motorsports. Ted Broadhurst, we got a big announcement. It's going to be coming up. We're going to get Caitlin Osborne on here. E-Keys for Cars, they got something big going on over in New Hampshire this year. Just excited about the 2019 race season, just like I know you all are. So hope you all enjoyed this week's episode. I'm going to get Amy in here next week. I don't know how we're going to tape it next week. We usually tape on Sunday. It's the day of the Super Bowl, so maybe we'll have to wait till Monday, and I'll either rib her or she can rib me. But good luck to the Patriots. Congratulations to all my friends that are Patriots fans. It's going to be a great week, and going to be a great time watching the game. And you got this, Brady.